Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out, slinging spells. I hate your deck. Each episode, we highlight a new commander deck that you get to see pop off in a glorious fashion. We show up, sling spells, and have fun. Now meet our players for this episode.
What's up, everyone? It's Slash from I Hate Your Deck. We're ready to play some more spicy magic with a pinch of salt. We're getting salt bay.
Oh boy, excuse me.
You're making it rain. And as always, I love playing paper magic with my friends and having a good time. Regardless, we maybe make a misplay or do whatever. We're here to have fun. We're here to play cards. And no matter what, we're here to learn and get better. And we only learn by trying and making mistakes and figuring it out.
What's up, guys? I'm Kevin. Very happy to be back. It's a really nice day outside. Nice day to play some Magic with the homies. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm Shane, back again, patron of the show. Super excited to maybe, you know, be the popo of this show, be a little control, but let's have some fun.
What's up, everybody? I'm Larry, excited to be back on I Hate Your Deck, here to possibly make some mistakes playing a complicated deck so that you can learn from them and make these didactic moments happen.
We're gonna learn together. Come on, learn together. Let's do it. And let's get this party started. Well, Assassin's Creed came out. Luckily, there's a lot of assassins in Assassin's Creed box. Who would have thought? I decided to go all assassins, and I'll read Ezio Auditore di Firenze.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
He's the auditor of Florence. All right, time to audit your lives, because he's gonna take them. He's got a menace. He's a human assassin, legendary creature, 3/2. Assassin spells you cast have free running black. You may cast a spell for its free running cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin or commander. It'll make all my assassin spells, if I do combat damage to a player, cost just 2 black.
So it's Prowl, but for assassins.
Correct. Unfortunately, like Eldrazi's that have giant spells, most assassins are like 4, 3, 2. You're only saving usually 2 mana. There's not too many assassins that are like 11, 13. So you're not getting huge value down, but at least hopefully you're still saving, because since there are a lot of 4-drop assassins, cutting 2 mana off to cast it. Then there's another ability. Whenever Ezio deals combat damage to a player, you may pay Uberg. If that player has 10 or less life, when you do, that player loses the game. So I could have put the Sorin in here that takes someone to 10. I chose not to, but I do have the tree in here, where the tree lets me do 1 extra step. It exchanges life total, so the tree's a 0-13, so I can take someone to 13. He's a 3. Ideally, if I've already dealt damage, they'll have gone to 10, and then pay the Uber. So it's still a lot of steps. You have to have the tree out so you can tap the tree. You have to be able to have him out so that you can hit somebody with it. And then I need Uber to pay to then make the person lose the game at 10 life. You get them to 10 and then you like, you stab them with the hidden blade. And it's achievement unlocked if I get the hidden blade out. Last night I was playing with Larry and some friends and I got the hidden blade out. I didn't win, but I still got to be like, oh, I played the game. This is how you kill people. And there's a lot of assassins that buff each other or give double strikes.
Sliver type mechanic.
So I'm definitely looking to like old school magic, cast creatures, tap them sideways.
I brought Thrun, Breaker of Silence. He's a legendary creature, a troll shaman. He cannot be countered. He has trample. He can't be the target of non-green spells my opponent's control or abilities from non-green sources my opponent's control.
Wah, 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 wah!
Yeah.
He's like, in your face!
Exactly.
Control deck.
As long as it's my turn, he has indestructible. So he's a slippery guy. This is a good deck for when I want to turn off my brain. It's just mono green. Play this guy, put a bunch of auras on him, and smash. Hopefully smash. There are no artifacts in this deck. 0 artifacts, not even a soul ring, no
you have a
arcane
collector
signet.
in here to screw other people?
I do, so I have a little bit of artifact hate in here, hopefully, that I can see to slow your guys down, because you are using artifacts.
Oh, I'm definitely, it's Assassin, so like, you know, the Assassin's Creed set had swords, so it's like anything that had the Assassin's Creed, like the 2 swords that came with the...
These dudes don't work barehanded, bro. They need knives and swords and stuff.
I'm here to play Elsa from Frozen. I'm just kidding. I'm playing Hylda of the Icy Crown. It's 2 white and a blue, legendary creature, human warlock. That's a 3/4, and whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1 colorless or 1 of any color. When you do, choose 1. Create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2, then draw a card. So this is what I like to call tap down value town, okay? I'm just gonna try to tap down everybody's creatures. I'm gonna try my best to mess with you guys a little bit.
I'm playing Titania, Protector of Argoth, double green and 3 generic for a legendary elemental who is 5 power, 3 toughness. And when she enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Also, whenever a land I control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, I put a 5/3 green elemental creature token onto the battlefield. I'm playing out of my graveyard, mostly for lands, but this deck is a ton of that kind of recursion, a little bit of self-mill, just generating piles of these 5/3s and using funky value stuff around the lands to be able to keep the wheels moving and keep drawing cards. But this deck is basically trying to be like the nice lady builds a green garden and then turns it into beaters and then takes everyone over.
The garden gets angry.
And I don't feel like I need necessarily the ability to
replay.
play them one by one. I'd rather just bring them all back at once.
You're
Tricks
like young
that.
Padawan. I don't play those one land at a turn games. Join me to the mega land drops. So we'll get to see who's gonna smash whose face first. Is it going to be the big green troll shaman? Are you gonna tap us down so we can't do shit? Is the land's gonna smash us in the face or the assassin's gonna get you in the neck? All right, let's get going. Hey guys, if you can, support us on Patreon. It allows us to keep bringing episodes to you every other Friday. And if we get enough support, maybe we can go weekly. So we're trying to go weekly. See if you can help get us there. We're in the Discord. That's how I met both of these guys. We played in the Discord. So if you want to come jam Magic, test out the decks, come help support the show. And maybe you'll also get inspired because we'll keep making awesome stuff that hopefully you'll want to build and play.
I hate your deck.
Let's roll to see who goes first.
All money, no worries.
Okay.
6.
The one is not winning.
Everybody, good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
card.
Good games.
Forest, pass the turn.
Draw. Shock in. Godless Shrine. Tap it. Changeling. Outcast. Shapeshifter. Can't be blocked. 1/1. Pass.
Are you saying that guy might be an assassin?
He is an assassin because
He is,
he's
in fact.
every type. Break the tank.
I'll draw. Field of the Dead. Enters tap, taps to add generic whenever it or another land enters the battlefield under my control. If I control 7 or more lands with different names, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Yes, I am playing this in a monocolored deck. Yes, it will get there. Like,
Let's go.
I
Let's
love
go.
this mana base.
Let's
I
go.
believe in you, Larry.
All right, I'm gonna go to draw planes and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Forest, you ready for it? Pass the turn.
Why do those have the different symbol on them?
Because they're all fake.
Yeah, buddy. Untap. Draw. I will play a Blood Crypt, shock it in for 2. Cast my commander. It's 1 colorless, 1 black. Ezio is out here. Go to combat.
Assassinate.
For the possible counterspell that may come my way, I'm gonna take you way down for 1.
All right, so it begins.
Well, you might tap it down later.
I probably will.
Yeah, so I figured get the tappy in myself. Now my spells have free running, but I don't have any mana to use that. So I pass turn.
Untap, upkeep,
First blood.
draw.
First blood.
I'll play a forest, pay 2, and cast Sylvan Library, and pass the turn.
That's a lot of draw power.
We going full send?
Every time.
I draw.
Sylvan Library. Don't give Larry cards.
I'm gonna play an
It's gonna
island
get
for
I
turn.
trade life for cards.
You also order them. There's a lot of power with Sylvan.
I will pass the turn.
Pass the turn. All right, untap, draw a card.
See this untapped mana, guys? To make you clench.
Okay, you guessed it, a forest. Let's tap a green to play a Utopia Sprawl on this forest. So it's an enchantment. Now when I tap this forest, I get an additional mana of the chosen color. I have to choose a color, green, shocker. All right, let's see if he has the counter spell because he's probably gonna want to use it. I will tap 2 here and a 3rd.
Hall of Gemstone.
Larry, can you read my mind?
Pick a color?
So if this resolves, it's an old school card, a world enchantment.
Oh, dude, you guys are in for so much hurt.
At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses a color. Until the end of your turn, your lands make that color instead of other colors. So like each turn, you would get to choose a color.
I know what it does. I own that card.
Are there any responses to Hall
This
of
would be the
Gemstone?
time to counter.
It would be the time, guys. It would.
Get
Yes,
wrecked.
Larry. Mono Green Brothers, unite.
This is awful. I should never have allowed you guys to play the same color together, knowing that green has hateful mana.
All done. Pass
All
the
right,
turn.
untap. I draw for turn.
Upkeep. What color would you like?
I think I'm just going
Skipped
black.
ahead there.
I will play a blue.
This turn, it's a swamp.
It's a swampy island.
Right.
I'm really excited about my colorless lands producing green.
I will go to combat.
You got it.
To absolutely no one's surprise, Lynch hit Larry.
Ezio and the changing out class are coming at this green player.
I could see that one coming. Yeah.
I got to get the beats in. Like, I mean, yeah, you took the heat off of him, which I don't know if this was the right thing for me to do, but you know, here we are.
No blockers. I will take some damage. 3 commander, 1 changeling.
Correct. So I get free running. So now I can play 2 black to cast any assassin from my hand, so color doesn't matter.
Your guys come through, they deal the damage. Now you're going to parkour phase. Is that what I'm
Parkour.
Hardcore.
Oh, skull all the way, bro.
Metal, brother.
Metal, brother. I'm gonna keep saying black all day, brother. Mono black, skulls for life.
Keep in mind, prior to my upkeep and with that trigger on the stack on each person's turn, before they name the color, your lands are free to tap as whatever.
This is true.
I'm gonna tap 2 black, and I'm gonna cast Etrata, Deadly Fugitive, a vampire assassin. Death touch, face down creatures you control have 2 colorless, blue-black. Turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, then you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Whenever an assassin you control deals combat damage to an opponent, cloak the top card of that player's library. So cloaking is stealing your card, and it's basically like a morph at that point, but it's called cloak because it goes face down, exiled. You can't see it if it's yours or whoever I hit, and then I can pay to face up it. Now, what you did stop me from doing was I would have cast this for the 3 mana, so I could have gotten these triggers. All right, so I passed the turn then out.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw, Sylvan Library trigger, full send.
What
One's
color
face
would you
down?
like for your lands?
Oh yeah,
Larry?
green. Forest as my land for turn, and then I'll pay 3 and cast Azusa, Lost But Seeking. I may play 2 additional lands on each of my turns.
No bueno.
I'll play a Crystal Vein. Taps to add 1 colorless to my mana pool. Also, I can tap and sacrifice it to add 2 colorless mana to my mana pool. I'll play a Fabled Passage as my 3rd land for the turn. I've used my
5
2
now.
additional. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the Fabled Passage. Forest enters tapped, then I untap it.
Because of Fabled Passage's ability, because you had 4 or more.
I will crack the Crystal Vein for 2. I'll use that 2 mana to cast Emerald Medallion.
Oh, come on.
Then I'll pay a green and cast Aftermath Analyst. When it enters the battlefield, I mill 3 cards. Then I can pay 4 and sacrifice it and return all lands from my graveyard to the battlefield tab.
Gross. I see what you're saying. You're Splendor Reclamation on a stick.
Yeah,
7,
so I
you know?
milled Boseiju and Tranquil Thicket and Halana Kessig Ranger. That is my turn.
I will draw.
Upkeep first. What color would you like your lands to be?
Choose white.
Dude, your counterspell magic has now been officially turned off.
Yeah, I mean, like, why
You can
even
choose
bother?
blue.
I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna play Siege Veteran. It's 2 and a white creature, human soldier. At the beginning of combat on my turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Whenever another non-token soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. I will go to combat. I will put a +1/+1 counter on this bad boy.
So every combat is just going to get bigger.
My combat. And then I will say go.
Untap.
So what Larry was saying, now is the only time before you pick that land, like now this taps for blue.
Cool. Upkeep, choose green. Draw a card.
Makes sense.
Doesn't tap.
Hall of
someone
Gemstone. Such a bitch of a card.
over. I like it.
But there's the other one too, the Ritual Subdual.
What does that do?
Your lands all tap for colorless.
Oh.
And it's also got cumulative upkeep 2.
In my green hate deck, I have both of these cards.
Okay, I'm gonna play a forest, and then we're gonna tap 1, 2. This guy taps for 2, so 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna cast Thrun. I'm not even gonna ask if somebody wants to counter him, because he can't be countered.
Oh!
But there may be other responses. Any
I
other
tap the green mana to do a green counterspell.
You got it.
I'm gonna count him.
I'm gonna end the turn.
Thrun's out
So it
here.
doesn't resolve.
We passed the turn.
Okay, untap. I'm gonna say black again. Draw for turn. I said black, right? So it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yes, you did.
How badly do you think Larry needs his graveyard right now?
I think you would want to wait until it gets a little bigger and then do what you're gonna do, but He's also...
You see Larry being like, no, bro.
It won't be the only time I have stuff in my graveyard this
No,
game.
it won't.
I think it's dangerous to let that stay around if you can get rid of it.
All right, so I'll play a Bajuka Bug hitting Larry's graveyard.
It's pretty good.
Ezio, I'll go to combat. Ezio, you because Menace.
I got one whole blocker.
Changeling, Larry, Etura, Shane. So my 1/4 Death Touch, you. 1/1 unblockable, you.
I have no blocks.
I will not block your Death Toucher.
I only have one blocker, so I can't.
Okay, 3 damage. 1, 1. All right. Assassin's things are gonna happen. I have free running, so trigger's gonna happen. Whenever assassin you control deals combat damage to an opponent, cloak top player that player's library. So I'm gonna get all the top of your libraries. You won't be able to see what I get. These are all 2/2s. 3 cloak triggers happen. I got your. They're mysterious creatures that have ward 2 and are 2/2s. And if it's a creature card and if I have mana, I can cast it. But I would have to then pay, and then I will pay 3. And I'm gonna cast a Chromatic Lantern. Lands you control have add 1 mana of any color, add 1 mana of any color. So I'll still have to choose a color. My lands will still only choose that color, but then Chromatic's gonna give my lands the ability to now tap of any color.
Great.
And I will pass a turn.
I'm the only one stuck in jail. I thought I was the police.
Dude.
Untap, upkeep, I'll choose green. I'll draw 3. I'll full send. 23. Having taken 8.
Dude, you have really been sending it.
Been ripping it off the top.
You see it ripping farts, you know what I'm saying? It's a small room.
Stupid. I'll play a Drownyard Temple. I'll play a Forest.
And a Emerald Medallion's out. Ooh.
I'll pay 1 and cast a Haywire Might.
Gets rid of enchantments or artifacts.
Hey, you know
Exiles them.
that Hall of Gemstones.
That's Larry's friend.
Yeah, I don't
He
care
doesn't
about
hate
that.
that.
I'm more likely to blow that up.
If it actually hosed him, it might be a different story.
Yeah, I'll pay 4 with the cost reduction from Emerald Medallion and cast Titania. You have a bunch of duders,
I do have a bunch of duders.
and then I'll pass the turn.
All right, choose a color after you untap.
Untap, I will choose white.
Damn, dude.
Draw.
Do you not have any blue cards?
I'm not mad about that.
This has protection for everything but green.
Can't be the target of non-green spells
They have to
or
be green
abilities.
I'm gonna tap 1. I'm going to attempt cast Glaring Aegis. It's an enchantment aura. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3. Attempt to tap down your Titania.
Okay.
Tap 3. The adventure side of Threadbind, click, rip the seams, destroy target tapped creature.
Oh, dude, how many lands in the have you seen the mountain of 5/5s?
I mean, that's what I'm tapping.
What you have to understand here is
What
that
we have here
this
is
mattered.
failure to communicate.
This mattered, and I'm also killing myself. I'm not going to stop because I have to actually fuel this
He's trying to
nonsense.
Obi-Wan you. There are no droids
You're gonna
here.
get so many 5/3s.
Don't let him sell you on getting 2 extra cards every turn as a downside.
Make him use it to recast. He doesn't have mana to recast it.
Anyways, that's who I'm targeting.
Okay.
Okay, then this will go into exile.
It's on an adventure.
I'm just saying, this dude is going to continuously generate all this.
At the beginning of combat, I will decide to put a +1/+1 counter on the Siege Veteran. It is a 5/7 right now. And I will P the T.
Untap. I choose green. Draw a card.
Hall of Gemstone trigger.
I will play an Opal Palace for my land. My first non-forest. Tap this and this for a total of 3. Cast a Snake Armor. Yeah.
Armor.
So it's an enchantment. It gives him +1/+1, and whenever this creature deals damage to opponent, I can draw a card, and it has Totem Armor. So if it would be destroyed, instead remove damage from it and destroy the Totem Armor. I want to smash with my guy, but it's scary now.
Make me or Larry use our blockers, you know.
You got trampled.
What do you got for blockers, Larry, little guys?
Azusa and Aftermath Analyst.
All right, you are doing a lot over
And
there.
Haywire Might.
Okay.
He's also at 23.
Yeah, he is hurt, but he's getting so much value. He's killing himself. 23. All right, Larry.
Look, isn't your guy indestructible on your turn?
Yes, but I want to deal damage so I can draw a card.
Okay, listen, that's not going to happen against me, and I'll exile your enchantment if you do it.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should destroy my enchantment. I think there's other
I
people
think
with
if
a
you-
lot more going on.
I think if you attack me, I might have to.
If you make him remove it,
I'm at 23. I want to use my life
All
total
right,
to
you
draw
got,
cards.
yours guys a 6 what?
It's a 5/7.
Yeah, Larry, I'm gonna come at you. If you feel this needs to die, you know, let's make it happen. But I'm just trying to draw a card.
I'll block with Aftermath Analyst and Haywire Might, and I'll sacrifice Haywire Might prior to damage, exiling your enchantment.
Okay.
because I have to make good on such threats. I gain 2 life. You will trample over for 2 over the top of the Aftermath Analyst.
You got the
Most
touch.
certainly did not.
You got the power.
I got the touch.
You gotta flick it, you know? I see, like, I can flick it. Boop, boop, boop.
I'm not flicking a damn thing, Mike. Musical theater and magic.
I'm going to second main.
Sorry, second main.
You're good, you're good. I'm gonna tap a green and a colorless, and I'm gonna lignify this guy.
What is lignify?
It's an enchantment. It would turn him into a tree folk with base power and toughness 0/4. I want to turn him into a tree.
He's a tree.
All right, pass turn.
So he's not an assassin. Sad face. All right, untap, black, draw for turn.
It's a black rainbow because he has chromatic.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what land I play.
At this point, no.
I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna cast Relic of Legends. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap an untapped legendary creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. 4, huh? Okay. Larry's been neutered pretty heavily. So I'm not gonna go at you, Larry. I love you. I love the stash. Swinging. 3 more commander damage at you, sir. So I guess the other one's coming at you. I don't want to hit Shane anymore.
So
Thank
much
you.
sadness.
Like,
Let's get this.
Yeah.
Let's get these mono
just need
green
to
guys.
get this fucking thing out.
You know, us non-mono color decks, we gotta create the change we want to believe in.
Yeah.
This mono stuff,
Inspirational.
let's do
You
it.
know, Larry, we had a little scuffle here, you know? I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, you know? We have 2 people conspiring against us.
You know what Larry's saying? He's like, I'm gonna end you. Don't worry, kid. You're all over.
No, dude. I feel like it's important to recognize that we all make mistakes. We
Okay, so do you do the
we are
damage?
merely humans.
You're taking
fallible.
3. 1,
I
2,
would
3,
also
4.
like to say that I'm pretty much being forced to be a monocolored deck at this point.
One of us.
Brothers of the Forest, Larry, now is our time.
I have 4 mana, and I have free running. So I will tap 2 black, because I kept saying black. If I have an assassin from my hand, I'd be able to play one. So I don't. So I'm going to have to pay another 2. And I'm going to cast Tree of Perdition. It's the plant creature 0/3 that we talked about at Rule 0. I can tap it, exchange target opponent's life total with the Tree of Perdition's toughness. Maybe you should have held on to this to stop the tree.
There's more where that came from.
I'm hoping you don't, but I figured you'd say that. Get off my tree porch. This giving tree's done having you cut my branch. All right, pass to Larry. You know, the stump remembers, the axe forgets.
The axe would want to forget.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't you want to forget about murdering someone?
What have I done?
Right? Untap, upkeep, draw.
My wife
Sylvan
watches a lot
Library.
of
True Crime. I'm going to
green.
take 8 because if
and
you're
you're
going
going
to tree
green.
me.
And you said green, right?
Yeah, green, take 8, down to 15. It's great.
I didn't say I was treating you.
No, but you could. I mean, I could do it again, and then you could tree me, and we'll be homies. Pay 3 and cast Timeless Witness. When it enters the battlefield, I return target card from my graveyard to my hand. It has Eternalize for 7, so I can cast it from my graveyard, and it gets counters. It's going to ETB and return Aftermath Analyst to my hand. I'm going to pay 1 and cast Aftermath Analyst. Yeah. That's going to trigger and mill 3 cards.
I was seriously wondering why I was like, really? He's blocking with Aftermath?
Right.
He's not going to bring the lands back? My recursion game on point, Lich. My name's Larry. I got recursions.
Shut up.
This stuff doesn't stay dead.
He's like, I'm trying to be serious and be scary.
He's like,
Right now, I'm just thinking like, be the Juggernaut, be the Juggernaut. I'm the motherfucking Juggernaut! Let's start over.
I'm the shark.
Please, Mike, I'm in character.
Okay, pay 1, Elvish Mystic. Pay 1, Sylvan Advocate. 2/3 Vigilance. As long as I control 6 or more lands, Sylvan Advocate and land creatures I control get +2/+2. I'll pass the turn.
What color? Untap first.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what color I want anymore. I want all my colors.
At least I didn't hit you.
I'm gonna choose white again.
Like I said, I think we can team up, bud.
I'm gonna draw.
Because once we team up, we can eventually deal with each other with all the colors.
That's true. Got 5 white mana. Go to combat. I'm gonna give him a +1/+1 counter.
The only way to stop Hell of Gemstones, if you can't remove it, is destroy a target player.
Need my blockers up.
Well, worst thing he does hit you for 5. You're at 30. You can take
It
it.
gets bigger.
He gets bigger.
Sending this over. Sending this
There
over.
was a comedy YouTube
Okay.
video that talked about it gets
Totally.
bigger.
How big?
Totally, dude.
This
I've had
is
Chia
a-
Pets before.
6/8. 6/8.
No blocks.
Pass.
All the gemstones!
Untap, choose green for Hall of Gemstone.
I'm surprised.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Play a forest for our land. Let's tap a forest for a Keen Sense enchantment aura. Enchant creature.
Fucking draw a
Whenever
card
he
again?
deals damage, I can draw a card.
It's just every enchantment draw a card to make sure you get to draw a card?
There's some of that.
Yeah.
Swings, I'm not getting through anywhere but here.
Yeah.
5
Sorry.
commander.
It's okay.
If it hits, I'll draw a card.
I take it to the face. I need to do something.
I have a feeling he's gonna try to delete probably me next turn with his commander.
But yeah, you don't know what I'll do. I might do. I'll have to decide
I
at the
have
time
green
what's
mana
best
right
for
now.
my tree.
Pass the turn, and I'm worried that you're gonna delete me with Tree of Perdition. So I just wanna ask you beforehand, do you enjoy your lands tapping for every color?
I actually don't care.
Okay,
Upkeep, are you doing anything?
well, you didn't.
I'm gonna say black.
Is that thing coming at me or what?
I feel like I can't make a decision until I draw a card.
That sounds fair.
I'm gonna say black.
Yeah, draw your card.
Okay. I wanna. So I got a lot of lands. Here we go. I mean, do you want to be deleted?
I'm not suicidal.
Do you actually have something that can blow up my stuff? Is that what you're doing?
I may or I may not. Listen, this is annoying, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm basically turned off.
There's daylight between leave you alone and delete you.
I think Mike lives in the binary of, you know.
You died.
Somebody
You
gotta,
died, son.
somebody gotta die.
Someone's gotta die. The game's gotta end. We gotta have more games to play. All right, I'll go to combat. I'll swing the unblockable at Larry, and I'll swing Ezio at you. Blockers.
I have no blocks for the unblockable dude.
So before damage,
Yeah, before damage.
because I think it's gonna happen, I will.
You're tapping for black, right?
Ooh, I'm tapping for black.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
That makes it 1 green, right? Because I chose green when it came in.
Yes, I believe it does.
Okay, yeah. So you're tapping green and black.
Green and black, I'm going to play this. The 1 green, I'll play a tail swipe. So I would choose target creature I control, Thrun, and target creature I don't control, Ezio, and they fight. Fight club.
They fight. All right. In response, I'll knock you to 13.
Fair enough.
All right. So
I
you'll
lost
go
the
down
fight.
10. Go to 3. My commander dies.
I take
You-
1.
damage. I go to second main. Tap 4. So my tree's a 23 butt. All right. I will recast Ezio. Recast Ezio.
I mean, that was the plan, right?
Shift the turn.
To end my life.
Untap.
I mean, I was
upkeep,
gonna try it.
Sylvan,
Yeah, try it.
Sylvan Library. Draw the first
It's like-
one.
You have to.
Draw the second one.
It's doing
Dredge
good.
Life from the Loam for the third one. 1, 2, 3.
Can we flicker my Bajuka Bog? Ghostly flicker? Oh my god.
Just gotta bounce. Gotta get a bounce land.
Bajuka
All right,
Bog. and-
I'll take 8.
What?
Come on, Larry.
Taking 8 down to 6.
He wouldn't do that unless it was really bad for us.
Or full intimidation factor.
I'll play a command beacon. I'll crack it to put Titania into my hand. I'll pay 4 and cast Titania from my hand. She'll ETB and return command beacon. Play Wooded Foothills as my second land for turn per Azusa.
You're gonna pay 1 life, sack it, crack it.
Yeah, I'll sack the Wooded Foothills,
5/5.
generate a 5/3.
Those guys aren't hasty.
5/3 elemental.
I just want to say, Larry, respect, man. You're no coward with the Sylvan. They can call you a lot of things, you know, but they can never call you a coward.
Go big, dude. Take heed, bro.
They may take our land, but they'll never take our freedom.
I have not found an actual basic yet. There we go.
Did he take 24 off the Sylvan or 32?
Almost all of it.
Almost all of it,
dude.
Yeah.
I've been hitting Larry for 1.
Yeah.
My outcast.
Then I'll crack the command beacon again, making another 5/3 elemental. Pay 1 and cast Life from the Loam.
Oh shit. What are you putting back in your hand?
Returning command beacon and Wooded Foothills. Return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand. Then I'll play the command beacon as my final land drop. That is my third one. Pay 2, cast Ramunap Excavator. It's a 2/3. I may play land cards from my graveyard. Then I'll declare battle. I'll attack Shane with Azusa, Elvish Mystic, and Sylvan Advocate. So Advocate is a 4, 5, 6 total damage.
So you're at 27?
You took the 6 damage?
Took the 6 to the face like a champ.
You were at 33, that's all? Jeez, we're just slipping here. All right, pass.
Untap. White.
Stay out.
I saw it coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
tried to kill
there
you.
was a gun pointed at me for sure. Not this time.
I'm gonna tap out 6.
You're tapping out?
I'm tapping out.
Oh my god, what do you got? A Cleansing Nova?
On the battlefield, I'm gonna play a Sunblast Angel. It's a flying 4/5.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This guy has vigilance. I don't know if that changes.
That
the
does change
calculus.
stuff. When he ETBs, destroy all tapped creatures.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, Azusa and Elvish Mystique down.
Thrun.
Very terrible.
Thrun down.
Tree is gone. Outcast is gone.
At the beginning of combat,
Yeah.
I will put a +1/+1 counter on the Sunblast Angel. Any creature I control, go to swing at you, Sir Kevin, with the Hall of Gems, shutting my shit down. So that's gonna be 6.
No blocks.
And that's all she wrote. Pass the turn.
I am not long for this world. Choose green for my Hall of Gemstone. Let's play a Tyrite Sanctum for my land. Me and Thrun, we're here for a good time, not a long time. 3, 4, 5, 6.
I want to be here for a long time.
7. It doesn't do anything for me. Somebody's gonna kill me because they're sick of my shit. So you know what? Somebody's gonna kill me if I do that. So I'll just pass the turn. No commander, no creatures.
Really?
No, nothing.
Oh, he's looking for pity points, Lynch. Take him out.
Untap, Hall of Gemstones, black, draw for turn.
I think me and him are in a rough spot. You're gonna have a problem with Larry, I think.
I already have a problem with Larry.
You don't want no problems, bro. You try to free a Trotta, you go shields down. Free a Trotta, bro.
You know exactly what I'm thinking. Free Etrada, free
I know,
Etrada.
dude. She's a political prisoner.
Oh, she's such a political prisoner. She's been
She's
oppressed.
been wandering in the woods doing ayahuasca for like 4 turns.
How much can you hit me with?
5, 10, 15, 4, 5.
I've heard enough. I'm gonna swing a magic 7 at you because I need her free.
What if I told you you're not gonna get that 7?
Well, I'd say he already attacked.
I'm confirming. I'm pulling a Larry. I'm fucking around and finding out.
Okay.
Fuck around and fog out, dude. There's a fog,
He
bro.
has
Get
one
fogged.
green, as we know. If you guys have to do it, definitely do it. You should definitely respond if you can respond.
I will
Perfect.
tap this for a green and a black, and then I'll tap this for a black, and I'll play a Beast Within on your commander.
That is definitely an answer.
It's something.
Yeah. So it gives me a 3/3 if I let it resolve.
Yes, sir. Oh, I assume there's a counterspell in there somewhere.
I do have one. It
Okay.
happens to be free. It's not in my hand.
Okay.
But I do have a deflecting swat in hand.
That's pretty good.
So it's not a counter per se,
But something else.
but
gonna
now
die.
I get to point again the gun somewhere else.
That's pretty good, I will say.
He can just recast her again and then do some more shenanigans, so it just doesn't really... He can just recast her. He only has, what, 2 cards in hand?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the call. I think I gotta blow up your veteran.
I think that's a good call.
And I'll let you have your Sunblast Angel because even if you kill me, it's the only shot that gives you a chance to kill Larry. So I'll target that veteran with his Beast Within. Deflecting Swat resolves, Beast Within resolves, destroyed your stuff. Still gonna put the political pressure of Larry can't just send everything at me without dying. You die. Kevin, you did exactly what you did. It was a short time, but it was a good time, and we didn't burn the house down. I'll give you your Lignify back.
Thank you.
We'll keep it hot because that's what we
Enjoy
do.
your,
Yes, I will enjoy my Atrata coming back, but unfortunately, when you die,
That was fun. Good luck against the green monster, aka Larry.
for land for turn, I'll play a Watery Grave.
Prior to the end of the turn, I'll crack the command beacon, making another 5/3 elemental.
Blue black, colorless. I'm gonna pay to flip this creature face up. It's a Moth Rider Patrol. It's a flyer, 1/1.
Stays tapped.
Colorless and a white, tap it, tap target creature. That's it.
I'll untap.
Send on that library one
Upkeep.
more time, Larry.
5 life, dude. Untap, upkeep, draw.
You still get to, dude, I just keep getting flooded drawing all my lands.
Okay, I only draw 1.
Yep.
I'll replay command beacon from my graveyard. 5, 6, 7 mana, and I'll cast an Entwined Rude Awakening. Choose one. Untap all lands you control, or until end of turn, lands you control become 2/2 creatures that are still land. Entwine for green and 2 generic. So for 8 total mana, reduced to 7, I get both. Untap all lands I control. Until end of turn, lands I control become 2/2 creatures that are still lands. I'll float 2 mana
Well,
and untap all lands I control. Command Beacon came into play this turn and is a creature that is currently summoning sick. So I don't believe this is able to tap for mana, much like Dryad Arbor the turn you played. So I have this 2 floating, and I'll pay 3 more to cast Thunderfoot Baloth. 5/5 trample with Lieutenant. As long as I control my commander, Thunderfoot Baloth gets +2/+2, and other creatures I control get +2/+2 and have trample.
Yo, that just became not chill.
And part of the garden is going to be going to the party. This cannot attack, everything else can. These lands are with another +2/+2. So they are, the lands are 6/6s. I have 5 of them for 30 damage.
And everything trampled.
Yes.
Good
You have
lord.
30 damage total, or just
30 damage
just
worth
in
of
mana.
just on the lands.
Oh,
get
so I can
violent.
admit it now. Me killing you in haste maybe wasn't the best choice. Looking at where we are now,
He's feeling murderous. His mustache is twitching.
I'll declare battle.
yep.
5 forests and an elemental at Shane. Titania, 2 elementals. All creatures are getting the 2/2 buff from Thunderfoot Baloth. Land creatures are getting an additional 2/2 buff from Sylvan Advocate.
Oh, so there's 2 different. So they're getting a 4 buff.
Yeah, my lands are supposed to be 2/2s, but are getting +2 here and +2 here to become 6/6.
So +2 from the Sylvan Advocate and +2 from the Baloth.
And so Titania, 2 elementals, and Sylvan Advocate and Ramunap Excavator are gonna go at you, Lynch. And then these 6 dudes, 5 lands and a 7 power elemental, will be going at you, Shane.
So what's the full toughnesses?
This is 37.
7, 14, 21, 25, 29 total.
Only 29 to me?
Yeah, I don't believe I can kill you. He has enough damage to soak 8, so I have to swing with 1 additional dude.
Right, because he can guarantee kill you because you can chump block because I don't have trample.
Because this is 30 on its own,
Yeah.
and then this is another 7, so it's 37 with trample. You can only soak 8. We're going to blocks.
We're going to blocks.
I think I'll just have to take it.
29.
All right, well, I'm gonna soak up 8 and still take, but I'll block a land and an elemental. Okay.
And then, so I'm coming in for 37. I trample over greater than the amount that you were able to block. And
Yep.
that's easy. Good game, bro.
Good game.
Welcome to the cemetery.
I'm glad to be here.
Welcome to the jungle.
It's not so bad here.
Your flyer that I would have loved to have kept.
One day, Elsa. One day.
You have 3 blockers.
Or 4. I have Sylvan Advocate, who has Vigilance,
play that
Timeless
next turn.
Witness, Aftermath Analyst, and Thunderfoot Baloth.
Right.
Yes,
I'll
I
pass.
I feel like we're down to it right here. What's
Untap,
gonna
draw.
happen?
Ah, sure, bud. Full send. This has menace.
I'll crack Command Beacon to make a 5/3 elemental.
This guy, man.
Blocks here, blocks here. Your guy's a 3/2. Does he have Death Touch?
He does.
Elemental and Sylvan Advocate will double block Ezio.
So Ezio dies.
All your things die.
So everything dies. So let's play a Marsh Flats. That's what I needed, more land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything red. Overpowering attack. Untap all creatures you control that attack this turn. If it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this main phase, followed by a different main phase. I'll untap all the creatures I control. I'll go to my second combat phase. I'll go to my second main phase. Well, actually, I only needed to do it, well, I couldn't do it for free running because I didn't do combat damage. Pass, and I get smashed in the face with you swinging
Big
at me.
green Garden Queen here to come correct and kill you. I'm gonna dredge.
Just
Before you just swing,
Oh,
just
wait.
swing at
Just
me.
full
Yeah,
send
you're
to
right,
Sylvan.
you're right. I untap, upkeep, draw.
Zap. Do what
No,
magic
he wants
does.
to make it worse first.
All right, here we go. I untapped, I drew for turn, pay 2, and cast Sylvan Awakening. Until my next turn, all lands I control become 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. They're still lands. I'll declare battle and swing on you with lands only.
Oh, GG, Larry, GG.
GG.
You know how to put out my fire. The fire of thinking I had a chance to win this game.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be a board wipe and that I would be in real trouble with not being able to rebuild. Exiling my graveyard really slowed me down.
Oh.
I thought I would be playing a multicolored deck this game.
A turn too late, flawless maneuver.
Oh.
Still wouldn't have won me anything. It would have just let me get those multiple combats.
Either way, I would have been able to crack back with Titania or use Sylvan Awakening.
That's crazy. But no matter what I've told you is I've died to Titania a lot, and now it's on camera. Dude, thanks for bringing on the Thrun, dude. It was fun to see how quickly, even though it was small and you didn't do what Larry did, you didn't just go.
Yes.
You know, you were just like, I've got one little stick and I'm going to poke you and Hylda Gem. You know, like you had some green control going on.
It was fun. Yeah, it didn't do the whole thing, but it did a little bit. And it's fun, you know, just being a nuisance with some Hylda Gemstone. That was fun.
You got to be a full nuisance. Yeah. Thanks for being a nuisance.
Thank you for having me.
I guess, you know, we didn't get to fully see the tap down.
One day. One day.
I mean, you guys glad you got to get beat by the stash? Is his stash better than your stash? Is that what happened?
He's got the dad stash going on, you know. I don't have kids yet, so I'm not quite there yet. But
you're in progress.
I can aspire to that. Yeah.
Larry, great game. I was really excited for you to play this deck. I knew I was gonna like love and regret it because I'm like, you're getting overrun. How do I deal with this? But I also am like, I took the beating for you. So you can learn how much his green deck can just stomp you in the face with a shitload of lands.
One day we'll all remember to KLWP and you guys will focus me instead of the guy who's making you angry because of the Hall of Gemstone. Yeah. Green Bros for life.
Green Bros for life. Well, dude, thanks again,
thanks for having me.
Thanks again for coming on the show, Larry. Good game, everybody. Hey, guys, every other Friday, check out Your Deck. And if you can, support the show, be a Patreon, just like these guys. That's how they got here. Meeting them in Discord, playing with them, having fun, slinging spells, and hopefully, again, we can inspire you. So, anyways, till next time, see you later. I hate your deck. Peace. If you really want to support I Hate Your Deck, there's a lot of ways to help support us. Number one way is through Patreon. Patreon is a great place where you get to join our community. We have a Discord where we play a lot of Magic with our friends, and there's such a community of people from around the world in our Discord. So if you want access to our deck list, do you want to play Magic with a lot of people from all over the world and interact or help brew your decks, the I Hate Your Deck Discord through Patreon will help you get all that done. Hey, if you've been liking I Hate Your Deck, hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications when we have new episodes coming out. And we also have bonus episodes. If you want to see those bonus episodes that were too hot for YouTube, join our Patreon to check that out. Hey, it's time for the random Patreon shout-outs. I'd like to thank Jake Coleman, Papa Bear Combs 79, and Eric Mitchell. Thanks, y'all. If you want a shout-out, you need to be a Tier 4 or Tier 5 patron where we give shout-outs. Now, we love all of our patrons, but it's just one of the perks of being a Tier 4 or Tier 5 patron. Without you patrons, we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't be able to keep making content. So thank you so much for helping us make this show a reality, and we're really excited to keep bringing you great content for the years to come. I can't wait to be able to bring my son on the channel once he gets old enough, let me tell you.
I Hate Your Deck. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I hate your deck. Join the I Hate Your Deck Patreon exclusive Discord to get the various benefits and be able to play Commander daily with people from around the world in our global community. I Hate Your Deck.